How's it, Joe? My name is Coca-Cola34. I'm here today to do a review on this. It's the Safari Ltd 2008 Postosuchus. Now, yeah, I called it the bumming Carnegie Postosuchus by mistake because when I looked on everythingdinosaur.com, it said Carnegie Collection, and this has obviously not been discontinued. But I still bought it because it's a great figure. I mean, look at it. Even though technically this pose isn't accurate anymore, but I don't care. It's a great looking figure, and the more I look at it, the more I have a feel with it, the more I have a play with it, it just gets better and better. This is one of those figures that just seems to get better and better over the time you've had. Now, I've only had it for about a couple, at least 2 weeks, and already this thing is just, it's I can't explain it. Words cannot explain. Matthew the Dinosaur King, he rated it in his top 10. I think he said 1 point, possibly his top 5. And I have to agree with him. I have to solidly agree with him. This creature is in my top 5 figures of all time. Yeah, I'll just get into some information. So now Postosuchus means crocodile or crocodilian from Post, which I believe is in Texas, and it's a Rhyosukid. I think that's what you call it, a Rhyosukid. And it lived in North America around 220 to 203 million years ago. So this guy probably died out during near the end of the Triassic period, probably around when the Triassic extinction occurred. Now, it was a large apex predator, probably top of the food chain where it was. Now, some estimates put it around 4 meters, maybe slightly larger, and some weight estimates put it around 555 to 666 pounds. So it's quite a hefty animal. Now, recently, there's been some, well, in the recent years, there's been some limb and biomechanic estimates and studies done on this creature, and they reckon that it wasn't like heavy built. It wasn't very heavy, as heavy as they thought. It wouldn't weigh anywhere from like, near half a ton, like some people reckon. But this guy looks like he probably weighs about in between, I'd say, 666 and 666 pounds. So he's quite a lean Postosuchus. And additionally, there are 2 species. There are 2 confirmed species. There is Postosuchus kirkpatrickia, which is the type species. I believe this is a representative of it. And you've also got Postosuchus alisone. Now, I don't know the differences between the 2 species, but I would imagine that there's certain elements, especially with Rhyosukits, they seem to have, when they have different species in a genus, they seem to differ mainly on the skull elements as well as like other particular elements. Now, this is a wonderful figure, I have to say. This is a beautiful figure. My camera's not that good, but just everything. The detail is superb. I cannot praise it enough. If I just show you. I can't get the bloody light, but if you look right there. Oh, come on. Focus. Right, I don't want to focus, but the detail on this is beautiful. This texture, these osteoderms, these spikes on the top, they feel amazing. The gait of the actual animal looks really good. It does look like it's just walking. Now, obviously, this pose is outdated because the biomechanics studies showed that this animal wasn't as heavily built, so therefore could actually retain a biped stance most of the time. So this animal would actually be a biped. But I think he's alright as a quadruped, and sometimes I even think that maybe like hadrosaurids, possibly. It was more suited to, it would walk, as a little, just walking. And then when he wanted to get more active, he would just pick up his front limbs and just start running. I'm not too familiar on whether they believe that these animals actually had pronated arms, so I guess this could be accurate, this could be inaccurate. But the underside of the belly is quite nice. It's got some nice folds, some nice creases, and it's got these lines here. There's there, and there. I don't know, and there. I think they're just creases, but to me they look like scars, which is quite cool. The underside of the tail is really nice as well. It's got some nice creases. It has this crocodilian armor. You can see here, especially on the hip, especially on the back. You can see it's prominent. You can see the ridges and the grooves in the actual animal, and on the legs, which are quite cool, quite good. And well, just all over the animal actually. The jaw, the head is superb. I'm so happy about this figure. The nostrils look okay. I will give it that. It looks really nice. The premaxillar teeth, they look really nice, even though you can't bloody see them because of the quality of the camera. I should really do this on my other camera, but I have so much else to do. The tail positioning, could be, but I think I don't know about the tail mechanics of these particular crocodilians, but I do believe that this could be a bit overflexing it, just a bit, so it's not that bad. Now, I think there's a bit of shrink wrapping, but it's all right. To be honest, the teeth, because they've been sculpted out, they have this really nice defined look to them, and that's what I really like about this figure. Instead of them just painted on, it's just they've been sculpted in, and it just looks even better. I mean, this figure is worthy as a museum piece. It is honestly worthy as a museum piece. I can't praise it enough. Just every time, and you know what? If I ever do that dinosaur toy blog, which I do follow, and shout out to those guys because they do fantastic blogs as well as reviews on their channels. Now this guy, if I was to ever be in the diorama contest they do, I'd pick this guy. I'd have this guy in a luscious environment, very foliage-based environment. A nice environment that would just have him walking by. That's it. That's all you have to do, walking by. It's just perfect. It's honestly just perfect. This figure is perfect in my opinion. It's not totally perfect. Obviously, it's a bit outdated, but I picked it up purely not for accuracy reasons, but because I like the skull. I like the look of the sculpt. I liked the look of the actual animal. I liked the coloration, and I also liked the fact that it reminded me of the Postosuchus from Walker Dinosaurs, pretty much. Yeah, I forgot to show you the back and the top of the head. Why? Why do I forget these? But this figure just reminds me of that creature. Obviously, it's not representative of that particular animal, but it just looks like it. I just bought this for nostalgia reasons. Now, I bought this from Dinosaur Time, which I think is the place you can only get it now, because I believe that Everything Dinosaur have stopped stocking that figure, which is a real shame because it's not part of the Carnegie collection. It's actually part of Safari, and it's so beautiful. I mean, even the feet, I have to say, are beautiful. The feet are wonderful. Just every bit of this figure is just wonderful. I mean, yeah, it's a bit outdated, you can argue, but nostalgia-wise, this is a perfect figure. If you can't get your hands on the blooming actual Walking with Dinosaurs Postosuchus figure, I'd love to get my hands on that, but I probably will never get my hands on it. But this is a really good substitute. I paid £6, I think 89, for this figure, and it's just a beautiful figure. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, size comparison time. Let's bring in this guy, the collector, Scelidosaurus harrisoni. Now, these two are right next to each other, and you can see the Scelidosaurus is dwarfing him by just a bit. So he's quite a big figure. So if I just stand him on top of him, you can see he's a bit tiny. If you outstretch that tail, it's probably about the same size. These two would never meet because, well, Jurassic, Triassic. But I think this guy would win in a fight. No. Screw your plate armor. No. Just that. That's how the fight would go. Oh, he's caught my glove. Oh no, he's caught my glove. And basically, with size, he's about 19 centimeters. If outstretched, he was 21 centimeters, which is what they say on Dinosaur Time. At the hip, he is 6.5 centimeters, I think. 6.5 centimeters. So it's just all this point. So, well, to be honest, it could be 5.5. Oh, hang on, wait. It's just below 6.6. So he's not a bad figure. Beautiful sculpt. Just a great nostalgia piece, in my opinion. Great nostalgia piece to when you were watching Walking Dinosaurs, and this is the figure to buy. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye.